Thank you for signing up to the Outreach Ambassador Programme. Before we take you through how to facilitate your sessions, we will go through the processes you will need to take part in before delivering your session. Once the online training has been completed, you will be invited to a face-to-face training session in presentation skills and public speaking, delivered by the Careers team. Here, you will get to meet with other students who have taken up the scheme. The venue, time, and additional information regarding this will be sent out to you once this training has been completed. Contact details, student confirmation, and staff confirmation will be sent to the Student Voice department at the Students' Union in order to source a suitable staff pairing. You will then be paired with a staff member from your own course or school so that you can work together to create a presentation on your subject area. In order to give some context around your studies and the university, it's great to know some fun facts about the University of Lincoln. This promotes the institution in a positive way. Students may ask you the answers to the below questions, therefore it would be beneficial for you to learn as many of these as possible, or anything else you think would be useful. Some facts include: the university has 14,000 students. The University of Lincoln Students' Union won the title Student Union of the Year at the National Union of Students Awards 2014. The Lincoln campus was officially opened by Her Majesty the Queen in 1996. 100 different nationalities are represented among the University of Lincoln's student population. The university is ranked 11th in the UK for student satisfaction in the National Student Survey 2016. Student engagement is embedded across the campus. The University of Lincoln has also been awarded Gold in the Teaching Excellence Framework 2017.
As well as gaining insight into your own experience of university, the Outreach Ambassador Programme is a great chance for you to become an advocate for the university and promote student uptake. Why is the University of Lincoln such a great place to study? This is your chance to say why you chose Lincoln and its great attributes it has to offer students, such as 95% of our most recent graduates were in work or further studies 6 months after graduating. Innovative teaching, city centre location, cutting-edge facilities, a world-class academic staff, named as one of Britain's 20 best cities in 2016 by The Telegraph.
A PowerPoint presentation may be the best and most necessary format to facilitate your topic of interest to students. PowerPoint is a computer program that allows you to create and show slides to support a presentation. You can combine text, graphics, and multimedia content to create professional presentations. As a presentation tool, PowerPoint can be used to organize and structure your presentation, as well as create a professional and consistent format and provide an illustrative backdrop for the content of your presentation. It also allows you to animate your slides to give them greater visual impact. Here are some key pointers to consider when creating your presentation.
Write a script. Since the point of your slides is to illustrate and expand what you're going to say, you should know what you intend to say and then figure out how to visualise it. Unless you are an expert at improvising, make sure you write out or at least outline your presentation before putting the slides together. Plan. Plan your presentation so one point is displayed at any given moment. Bullet points can be revealed one at a time as you reach them. Charts can be put on the next slide to be referenced when you get the data for chart displays. Your job as presenter is to control the flow of information so you and your audience stay in sync.
No paragraphs. Your slides are the illustrations for your presentation, not the presentation itself. They should underline and reinforce what you are saying as you give your presentation. Save the paragraphs of text for your script. PowerPoint and other presentation software have functions to display notes onto the presenter's screen that do not get sent to the projector, or you can use note cards, a separate word processor document, or your memory. Pay attention to design. PowerPoint and other presentation packages offer all sorts of ways to add visual flash to your slides, such as fades, swipes, and flashing text. Avoid the temptation to dress up your pages with effects and focus instead on the simple design basics.
Fonts such as Arial or Calibri tend to be the easiest to read on screen. Decorative fonts, calligraphy, futuristic handwriting, flowers, etc. are hard to read and should be reserved only for large headlines at the top of the page. Better yet, stick to the serif font such as Georgia or Baskerville. Put dark text on a light background. This is the easiest to read. Align text left or right. Centered text can be harder to read. Line up all of your text to a right-hand or left-hand baseline. It will look neater and easier to follow. Avoid clutter. A headline, a few bullet points, maybe an image. The less cluttered and complex a slide is, the easiest it is for the audience to absorb.
There are two opinions about images in presentations. Some say they add visual interest and keep the audience engaged, whereas others say that images are an unnecessary distraction. Both arguments have some merit, so in this case, the best option is to split the difference. Use images only when they add important information or make an abstract point more concrete. Instead of putting every word you speak on the slides themselves, only use relevant images and give a verbal explanation. Images include both photos and diagrams, such as charts. Think outside the screen. Remember, the slides on the screen are only part of the presentation and not the main part. Give some thought to your own presentation manner. How you hold yourself, what you wear, how you move around the room. You are the focus when you are presenting, no matter how interesting your slides are. Have a hook. Open with something surprising or intriguing, something that will get your audience to sit up and take notice. The most powerful hooks are often those that appeal directly to your audience's emotions. Offer them an interesting fact around your course or studies. Ask questions. Questions provoke interest, curiosity, and engage audiences, so feel free to ask a lot of them. Quiz your audience's knowledge after you've presented a major point. Stop and ask if anyone has any questions. That gives you a chance to clarify or diffuse any objections immediately. By dealing with these issues as you go, you can keep the audience focused on your next point instead of contemplating over the next. Modulate. Especially when you've done a presentation before, it can be easy to fall into a drone with only minimal changes to your inflection. Always speak as if you were speaking to a friend, not as if you were reading off of an index card, even if you are. If keeping up a lively and personable tone of voice is difficult for you when presenting, do a couple of practice run-throughs. Prepare for the inevitable. Bring a script that lays out your whole presentation word for word and includes responses to common questions and objections. Be ready for the possibility that there won't be a power outlet in the room. Bring paper copies of your slides, enough copies that you can produce one for each listener. Then, if everything goes wrong, you can still give your presentation and the audience can follow along. This is your chance to think about your subject and topic knowledge and how you want to facilitate the information to a secondary or A-level student. The subject that you have decided to present should be the one that you are confident relaying information on and comfortable pairing up with a fellow academic of similar interest. Students will want to gain more insight into your course, therefore it would be preferred if you have in-depth knowledge about and surrounding your course, such as module structure, lectures, seminars, and the use of on-campus facilities, what the assessments are like. Do you do essays, presentations, or exams? Contact hours. How often are you in lectures a week, and how much time are you advised to do lone working or research? Career prospects. What are the job roles you can move into after university? Students within your session may be intrigued to gain insight from your own experience at university away from your studies. Therefore, please be prepared to answer the following or similar questions. What was it like when you first moved to university? How different did it feel from school? Did you work in between your studies? What other opportunities have you taken part in since going to university? These questions will be placed upon an online survey for you to complete at your own leisure. This will encourage you to think about the answers that you might give to students when you go into their school. These involve common questions as they want to hear about your personal experience, whether that be moving into your student accommodation or meeting your course mates for the first time. You can also inform them how your workload differs from their current curriculum teaching, such as the workload, international speakers, and placements that they might be able to do. You can also tell them about the extracurricular activities they can do, such as volunteering, societies, and fundraising, and also if they can work whilst doing their studies. Before you attend your chosen school, we at the Students' Union will supply you with an information sheet. This will include key contact details for important services such as student finance and open days. Obviously, we do not expect you to learn all of these off by heart, therefore a simple handout will be available to inform the students without bombarding them with information. However, please ensure them that we are there to help, and should they want to find out any more information about the university or the Students' Union, please inform them to feel free to get in touch via the contact details on the screen. This completes the online section of your training. We at the Students' Union wish you all the success with your session, and we will be in touch in regards to your face-to-face training delivered by the careers team. In the meantime, if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact the team on the contact details on the screen, or alternatively, just pop into the Students' Union.